that we can't permanently overcome anxiety and panic, that it's something we'll have to deal with for the rest of our lives, preferably by taking pills and hiring therapists. The truth is that we all can permanently neutralize these overactive panic and anxiety responses, returning them back to normal levels. Is what I'm telling you hard to believe? Perhaps. But I'm not asking you to believe anything just yet, until you see evidence for yourself. All I ask is that you refrain from disbelieving while I show you my proof. It will take just a few minutes, yet the rewards can be enormous because your anxiety levels will subside and you'll feel calm, restored to your life without any drugs or any sort of therapy. The anxiety solution I'm talking about takes about 50 minutes of pleasant practice to master, all in the privacy of your own home. After that, you'll have confidence to tackle any of the big stresses you may have been putting off, like driving, air travel, public speaking, interviews, and so on. It doesn't require you to use some special tactic when you're in the midst of a panic attack or at the peak of anxiety. Because let's face it, when we get anxious or stressed or distraught, it's very hard to implement any of the things we know we should do. Even if it takes a few seconds to do it, it's just too hard. That's why my solution doesn't require you to experience a panic attack or be at the peak of anxiety to apply it. You use it a few times whenever you feel in control, and it will block your panic attacks and anxiety from ever occurring in your life again. My system doesn't require luck. The results are predictable and always consistent, whether you'd like to neutralize your panic attacks, eliminate generalized anxiety, quiet obsessive thoughts, overcome social anxiety, or vanish agoraphobic symptoms. It doesn't require confidence. It doesn't require you to face your fears. Remember, I was afraid to step outside my own room, and if you had asked me to face my fears, I would have thought you were crazy. It doesn't require patience. I know how much belief, trust, and guts it takes to keep doing something, hoping that the results will eventually come, and be completely devastated and humiliated when they don't. Now, I don't say that I can do all this for you in 7 days, but I do want to prove I can show you enough results in even that short time to convince you that this simple step-by-step solution will give you the peace of mind and boost of confidence you've longed to have. So, what does it require? Belief. Enough to take a chance, enough to absorb what I'll show you, enough to put it into action. If you do just that, nothing more, nothing less, the results will be hard to believe. But before we get started, I'm going to ask you to make a small investment. An investment of 2 easy payments of $39 to be exact. Why? Because I want you to pay attention. And I figure that if you've got $78 invested, you'll look over what I send you and decide whether to ask for your money back or keep it. And I don't want you to keep it unless you agree that it's worth at least 100 times what you've invested. Is this material worth those 2 easy investments of $39? No, if you think of it as paper and ink, but that's not what I'm giving you. What I am giving you is the solution. The same solution that I give when I'm paid $1,000 as a guest speaker. The same solution I give in a 1-hour consultation for $300. But you're really not risking anything, because first, I don't want you to send me any money. Instead, as a token of your sincerity, I'm not going to ask you to pay for it until you've seen the value for yourself. Simply click on the big orange button below this video now and fill out the secure order form. Let my anxiety solution work for you for free for the next 7 days, and if you don't see immediate results, simply reply to the email confirmation you'll receive when you place your order within 7 days. Write cancel in your message and you won't be charged. In this way, you'll have plenty of time to look over my material, try it out, and prove to yourself everything I'm telling you is true. All I ask is a few minutes of your spare time. Follow my simple instructions at your own convenience in your own home and just watch the results. If at the end of the 7 days you see that my anxiety solution does everything I told you it will, you don't need to do anything further. Your credit card will automatically be billed $39, but not before you've had a full 7 days to use the material. And the cool part is you can get it all right now if you click the orange button below. You can be putting this solution to your anxiety into action within the next 10 minutes. Just click the big orange button below this video now. Simply fill out the form and you'll be given instant access to the entire blueprint. The sooner you get started, the sooner you'll see and feel results. Look, what I'm saying is probably contrary to what you've heard from your friends, your family, your teachers, and maybe everyone else you know. I can only ask you one question. How many of them truly understand what you're going through? So, it's up to you. 6 weeks from today, you can be nothing more than a little older, or you can be the old you that you used to know. Extroverted, brave, strong, optimistic, confident, masculine, and happy. You decide. My grandpa taught me one thing that I've never forgotten. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. It's time for a change. Don't take as long as I did to find out he was right. I'll prove it to you. If you click the orange button now, before it disappears as fast as it appeared. I'm not asking you to believe me. Just try it. If I'm wrong, all you've lost is a couple of minutes of your time. But what if I'm right? Now, be honest. When you look at your results,